It always rains when Roger goes camping. I want us to bear
Oh,
that in mind. And meanwhile, guess what's about to happen?
What?
It's 8 o'clock, and this is the Mop and Bucket Company. We are coming to you live from homes around the capital region this evening to bring you two by two by two by two. And some of my very favorite improvisers in the entire known universe are with me. Come on aboard, guys. Come into the Zoom room. Sam Gorenstein and Kat Coppett, Peter Delacas, Maria Ayub, Jennifer Lavenhar, and the inimitable Walt Patiki. How's everybody doing?
great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, Jennifer. Uh, we were just having that little conversation, and the Brady Bunch came up, and then I saw Maria, who's in that. We've got the neighborhood, and we've got the Brady Bunch, and the classic red curtain. Kat, I don't recognize where you are, and that's a bit of a concern.
Well, let me fix that for you. I feel like I'm in a nondescript place, and instead of that, maybe I should be here,
Look,
right home.
oh, that's so nice.
And you may recognize my background from the beloved sitcom Cheers.
Yes, I do, Samuel.
Thank you.
Yes, I do. That's right. Well, our number meister for 2 by 2 by 2 this evening is the lovely and talented Ms. Kat Coppett. So Kat's going to pull at random two numbers.
I
Uh,
am. I'm going to pull two numbers that I have right here, all prepared ahead of time.
Kat spends a lot of time preparing for these shows. She has them printed professionally and then pre-shuffled by Tibetan monks who make a large part of their living producing random objects as part of their practice of certain kind of Zen Buddhism. Peter, um,
Seven of us here today.
8 of clubs. Yes, the 8 of hearts. Not bad, Mike. I was close. I was close. Yes, I was.
Okay, here we go. I'm picking some numbers, and the numbers that I'm picking are number number seven. Number seven
Yes.
It's me.
and number three.
All right, number 7 and number 3.
I've nearly got everything set up.
Okay. It's looking really good.
All right, let's camp.
Okay. What do we do?
Oh gosh, the guy at the store gave me instructions, and I don't know where they are. I think we just enjoy the outdoors. I think we just
Yes, exactly. I mean, people far less intelligent than we have enjoyed camping, so I'm sure that we can figure this out, right?
yeah. Yeah, the tent is tenting. It's all tent-like, shaped like a
Good.
tent.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is the outdoor.
This is the outdoors.
Bigger than I thought it would be.
It's large, yeah.
Goes, goes on forever, seems like.
Kinda. You you've never been camping before, Jennifer?
No, no, this is my very first time camping, and I wanted it to be with you.
Aw, thank you. This is also my first time camping.
I could hardly tell. You're faking it great.
I gotta be honest with you.
Do you hate it? I hate it. Is that what you were gonna say?
Oh! I mean, yeah! Yeah! Sure, yeah! Yeah! What? This is... I wasn't gonna say that this is the most awe-inspiring thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'm so glad I came out here to do this. I hate it. It's terrible. It's
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. But one of the reasons I hate it so much is because it inspires so much awe. It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, the sublime nature of everything just, it sucks.
Yeah. The way the way the sun is turning like 400 different colors as it sinks over the horizon and glistens in those little sparkly things on the lake. That's just too much.
Yeah. The majesty of that gazelle off in the distance, just galloping. I didn't even know they had gazelles in this part of the world, but that is definitely a gazelle.
Did you
It's
see
awful.
It looked like it was suspended in midair. I mean, who does that?
So we should go then. We should go because we both hate this so much. And
Okay, great. Listen. I'm uncomfortable in places where I'm enjoying myself. I'm not used to it. I spend a lot of time in misery, and this does not feel miserable. And I don't know who I am out here.
maybe sometimes it's nice to not know who you are.
It should be nice, but it's just scary.
I get that. Hey, I get that. If you want to go, we can go. Seriously.
I kind of do, but also I feel like it would be good for us to stay and face. I don't know if it's your fear. We could stay and face my fear.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you cool with this? You
Oh, I'm deeply uncomfortable with all of this. It terrifies me. But it's so like, and everything and all that. And look, it's like I can hear, and I can't like, yeah.
Yeah. But we don't get any reception here. I can't even like play that on Spotify, which would make me feel better because it would be something, electronic and familiar.
Oh, I got, this is a very old Walkman, but I have like it's like a cassette of the sounds of classical. It's a lot of really like the greatest hits
Oh,
type stuff.
that's,
So you got like, yeah,
that's like a bridge, right? It's a little bridge.
it's a little bridge.
Yeah.
It's a bridge. It's like a Walkman is a compromise between technology and nature.
Right. Exactly.
The headphones are kind of tiny, but I'm just gonna you can hear. I'll turn it up very loud, and we'll just listen like speakers.
Okay. This is what I always imagined it would be like to be outdoors.
I love it. It's amazing.
Does it make you feel small?
Yes, incredibly.
I thought small would feel terrible, but it doesn't.
No, I kind of like it. It's nice.
Why?
Do you want to live in the woods forever?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
Indeed.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very, very much for that absolutely bucolic book there. Out in the woods.
Well,
How about that, huh?
that was amazing.
That was beautiful.
Uh,
Number Meister?
Did I pick some more numbers? Number 1. Oh, that's you.
I am number 1.
And number, what does it say?
Can't see it. Can't see it. 6. Number 6.
6.
Maria. Very good.
Hello.
Um, it was that was awkward.
Yeah. I shouldn't have put you in that position. I'm
No,
sorry.
it wasn't. No, that wasn't you. That was me. I should have been. I should have picked right up on. You were trying to give me a cue there, and it was a social situation, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry because I shouldn't try to
No, no,
manipulate your behavior.
you should. You were like my sponsor in that whole thing. I mean, I didn't know anybody in the room. I didn't know anybody there. I didn't know that was your brother. I didn't know anything. He-
Yeah, well, that's my brother.
He's a nice guy. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sure. I mean, what I mean to say is, I'm sure he is a nice guy, and I apologize. That's your brother.
yeah. He's a great guy. A- And actually, like he was talking about, he's really gone through this transformation since he started camping so often. It's like he's
Oh, yeah.
so much calmer and
Really?
has an appreciation for life that he didn't have before.
Do you camp?
No. I like my creature comforts. I like a bathroom.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, if I'm going to excrete anything, I want it to be into porcelain.
Exactly.
That was probably.
Yeah.
Oh God, there I go again. That was not okay. Would you do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just said something, it just trippingly off the tongue. I just said something, and I have a huge amount of trust for you. But talking about one's excretions is probably, it's not, I'm not gonna, do I haven't even, do I have a chance with you?
You know, Reggie, I am. I think it's okay that you talk about your excretions. I think you have to know when that's okay and when that's not okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a situation where I have to police somebody. And I think the more you show me of yourself, the better. I mean, metaphorically, the more of your personality that you show me.
My personality. Oh, I was, because and I thought that would have been really, see, now you sort of saved me there. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I could tell what was going on in your head, right? So,
Right? You know what I mean?
yeah,
You could, though. You could tell what was going on in my head. That's what I love about hanging out with you. It's like I look across the room and I say, somebody knows what's going on up here. It's not me. How do you do? You're just amazing. Wow.
I mean, I grew up with my brother and my dad, and they were both really inappropriate. So I kind of know the cues,
Oh,
you know,
mm,
so I can kind of tell when it's coming, and
yeah,
yeah, what kinds of things are gonna trigger it.
beans. There I go again. Jesus Christ, that was wrong. That sounded like a really cheap fart joke. And
Yeah,
I wasn't going for that. That was my honest response to what you were saying. See, but you were talking on a whole different level. You were talking about an inappropriate statement or something being said, not a fart. You weren't talking about farting
I was not. I was
because
definitely not.
you don't talk
I
about
seldom
farting.
am.
You seldom talk about farting.
Right.
When's the last time you talked about farting? Been that
I
long?
Yeah. Yeah. Those things don't really come out of me that much. Those topics. I mean, those topics.
Oh, those things don't really come out of me that much.
All right. Maybe that was funny.
That was funny. Come on, that was funny because we're talking like there's like two levels, right?
Yeah.
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 Don't come out of me that much.
Maybe I should talk about them more. See, I can't even say the word, really.
I'll go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. You're gonna feel good.
What if I say flatulence?
Yeah, well, that's nice, but
It's like stuck up, right? I sound
look
uptight.
up, and then what's one of the things I love about you is you're very real, you're very down to earth.
Okay,
Come on.
fine.
Yeah.
Everybody farts.
See that?
You happy?
Yeah. Because we got that out of the way, right?
That's just the beginning.
Well, that's exciting. I think you have a lot more class than I do.
I don't know if that matters. I mean, I agree with you, but
You do. You agree with me.
you've got some rough edges. You're a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, or something. I mean, yeah, I'm a guy who's always, work with my hands, and I get shit done, but I don't necessarily have that kind of, what's that word I heard you use? You use that word. You use the word panache. I don't have that
Mm,
panache, right? I had to look that up. I thought you were talking about
hmm
some kind of sausage or something.
Yeah, but like, you know how to do stuff with your hands. Like, I don't know. I don't know those things. I don't even know what those things are called. I don't know.
Well,
You know,
it's
mitered corners. I don't know. I don't know these
yeah,
things.
mitered. See, mitered corners. That's right. Just like the bishop's miter, it comes to a point, right?
Yeah. See, I listen to you too.
You do listen. That's what I love. You listen. That's what I'm saying. I've never experienced anybody who actually heard what I was saying, and what I'm saying is
Mm.
that's what you do is you hear what I'm saying. That's really meaningful to me. If I farted right now, that would be very fun.
And scene.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I could have watched more of that, but just seemed like maybe
Seems like a
Yeah.
point.
place to stop, maybe.
Point.
All right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Numbers,
And
numbers, Maven.
number
Five.
5 and number
Two, number five, and number two. Here we go.
Well, this is the site. This is the site that they gave us.
it's perfect.
I mean, Liz, are you really happy with it, Liz?
I'm thrilled.
Because you wanted to do this for so long, and I just said I would make it happen.
And you have. I knew that you could do absolutely anything you put your mind to. You were afraid. You were so concerned. You put it off for so many years, saying that you wouldn't be able to do it. And look, you did. You
Well, that's
got a
what.
piece of land for us to camp on.
Yeah. Well, not just camp. I mean, we can totally camp here, and but we own this. This is our spot. I mean, literally, we could do whatever.
I understand. I meant just like to camp to homestead on.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
we don't have to, but we can if we want to. And I means the world to me that even with all my weird anxieties and quirks, you always seem to believe in me, and so I always want to come through for you. And thank you for helping me be good to you for us. That's what I want to say.
look at it. Look how beautiful it is. I'm sure that the cattle and the sheep and the chickens
You want animals?
thrive.
What? You
What?
want? You want animals?
Well, every farm needs animals.
When you said you wanted a spot in the country, and I totally went to therapy, like for months to get over my fear of cicadas. It was a big breakthrough, but you never mentioned the the F word before.
No, that's not possible.
Uh,
Vision was a working farm where we could be self-sustaining. The whole point was to leave evil civilization behind, sweetie, and start anew.
I mean, I guess I kind of just focused on the garden aspects of it, like the growing things.
Yes, the garden aspect, like the Garden of Eden.
Okay.
You and me, a modern day Adam and Eve.
Fruits and vegetables.
This time without making the terrible mistake of eating of the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
No, because if I see a snake or any other non-human thing around here, I am going to bash its head in with a rock. You know that.
Well, the bad, poisonous, evil things. Yes, of course.
It's that phobia. It's what my grandmother and grandfather, they lived on a
Farm.
F word, yeah.
Yes.
And I would have to sleep in the barn
Yes.
and hear the cicadas, which are scary as hell.
Yes.
But I knew that I could lock them out.
You knew you could lock them out.
But I was locked in with the cows and sheep and the goats and the turkey. Oh God! No, why do we need animals? Can't we just have vegetables?
Well, we need milk and protein and coats in the winter. We'll need wool.
But I mean, we're gonna bring our stuff, right? We're bringing our stuff if we choose to stay here.
Yes, sweetie, we'll bring some of our stuff, but once we have our children and they have their children and the homestead expands.
Never said anything about having children. No, I'm terrified.
And I'm getting the sense that you haven't been paying attention to the vision.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said, but but did it have to do with my favorite show? Is it time to turn the TV on?
No, this is not about The Walking Dead, Jonathan. This is about the vision that I've been talking about for our lives for 3 years. I thought you were listening to the vision. I thought you were going to therapy because you'd been paying attention to the vision.
I've totally been paying attention, and it's a damn shame that Thanos killed him in that movie. He never had a chance to develop as a character in the cinematic universe, and it's Scarlet Witch is brokenhearted. I'm on the same page. I heard everything you said. I was paying attention.
I'm not talking about Marvel Comics.
No, me neither. The movie. Oh wait, you're that. Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
we can still save this.
How? Okay, I think so too. I think we can still save this too. You've come such a long way. I'm sorry that I lost the faith. I'm sorry that I started to get discouraged. You're right. We can still save this. We have the land. You got the land.
And like the poet said, good fences make strong couples.
Good fences make strong couples.
And
you don't have to, yeah.
What?
Well, you won't have to sleep in the barn. You made friends with the idea of cicadas. You can make friends with the idea of cows and sheep. And I can't.
Why don't we start out with pictures?
Well, I just so happened to have carried a picture of my favorite Holstein right here.
Oh my God, it's like a fucking minotaur without the human half.
Scene. There's one of those. No, there are lines. There are great lines. Like, it's just Chinatown, that line, and I'm sorry, my dear, I don't give a damn, that line, and we'll always have Paris. But it's like a
Fucking Minotaur without the human half. It's up there.
definitely
Well, I think our last number is number 4.
number 4
Ooh.
and number.
Then someone gets a chance to go again.
Somebody double dips.
And that is the person number 3.
Number 3. There we are.
Yay!
Woo!
I'm sorry I was rude to him, but it's pronounced cicada.
Okay, but you don't always have to be right, Joe.
But I do.
No.
Ooh.
Come on, Joe. Sometimes it's just more important to get along, right? Did we have to have a whole argument at dinner over cicada?
Tomato? Potato?
No, stop. Just stop. Stop. It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to apologize.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry I yelled at the senator.
You're smiling. You're not really sorry.
I'm not really sorry.
Joe, come on. This is my career. It's not just my job. You know that this is my dream.
I'll write him a letter. He'll never see the smirk. And you could continue on.
You talk.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Fine.
No, it's...
What?
What?
I think we should just get in our pajamas and go to bed. I don't think this is gonna work.
You can't... You're going to dump me? You're going to divorce me?
It's just that I need someone who's going to support my climb up the ladder. Someone who can put aside their petty differences to be my cheerleader, my champion.
I want to be your champion as long as you're not wrong.
Do you hear yourself?
No.
Ugh. Well, why don't you tell me what it felt like when he said, did he say cicada or cicada?
He said cicada.
He said cicada. So tell me what it felt like when he said that.
I felt pulled back to a time in my life when John Cicada was on the charts.
Who?
John Cicada, the singer.
Oh, there was John Cicada.
Thank you.
All right, you said you couldn't hear yourself, so I just recorded you.
Okay, fine.
Recorded you so you can listen to what an idiot you sound like.
How dare you?
What? How dare I what?
How dare you what? How do you imply that everything I say is stupid?
I didn't never said everything you say. Okay, that's stupid. That's your intelligent comeback?
It's me making you listen to yourself. Fine. I'll listen to myself. You play that and let me hear me.
forgot to hit record. No, the point is that you need to be able to step back and hear when you are not focusing on the right thing. You need to get your priorities straight, Joe. What's more
Okay.
important?
I will try to do that. And
Are
I
you
will
being
do that
sincere?
for you. No, I am not being mean, or I'll do that for you because I love you and because I know that it's important to you and I don't want to stand in your way and I want what's best for you and I would never want to hurt you.
Is this really sincere?
What
I
do I
can't
have to do?
talk anymore.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do to make you believe me?
I don't know. Why don't you call up the senator and tell him that you looked it up and you were wrong and he was right and you did pronounce it accurately.
Oh, he won't take my call. Let's call him on your phone and you just hold it on up.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Senator. This is Steve. I want to apologize because saying cicada is, in fact, one of the right ways to pronounce it. And I didn't mean to cause you any distress or call you a flaming shithead when you said that. That was way over the line.
What?
Oh, that's Steve. Yeah. Okay, young man. I'm a little busy right now, if you don't mind. Thank you very much for calling. How the hell did you get my number? Never mind.
Joe, why did you call yourself Steve? That was brilliant. Now he'll never know it was you. And he'll never know it was us.
Unless he could use caller ID, and he's a senator. He's just too old.
And scene. Ah, those senators.
I forgot my own name in the scene.
So that's called mistakes as gifts. That's what we call that in the improv biz.
We call it.
All right.
That's right.
Next number 7.
7. And
Number 5.
number 5.
Oh, Tony, thank God.
Oh,
I don't know what to do to fix things.
going on?
I mean, with the animal fixation she's got, I tried with one of the balloons. You know, I had the inflatable gazelle that just hangs in the air like it's in mid leap. I thought I could get used to it, but I can't because like a balloon animal is not the same as a real animal, Tony.
Marky, and I call you Marky because we've called each other by these names since college.
Yeah.
You're comfortable with me calling you Marky.
And
Marky.
Tony's still okay, right?
Tony's fine. Yeah,
What the hell do parents know?
Marky.
Pick names for babies. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't even know what their babies are going to be like.
Yeah. Look, if there's one thing I've learned from my time out in nature, communing with the animals as I've become the kind of person who communes with animals.
It's terribly fascinating to me that you can do that. I'm terrified of it. So it's like, you're like as close to a lion tamer as I know.
I think you just need to accept the world around you, kind of take it in and really like close your eyes for a moment. Close your eyes. All right. I want you to imagine it from her perspective. The animals. They surround you in a good way. And within each of those animals is a voice. And the voices together, they sing. And the song they sing, you know the song they sing.
The chipmunk song.
It's the chipmunk song, that's right.
For animals, it's the only animal song I know.
It's the chipmunk. I still want to hula hoop. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only good one. The rest of them are shit.
The rest of them are very derivative. I gotta say, sound very similar to other songs with the exact same names as in lyrics. It's very.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
That's right.
David Seville.
He worked very hard to help
He
those
loved
chipmunks.
those animals.
He really did.
Treated them like sons.
That's what nature is.
God, I didn't understand.
The relationship between humanity and nature is the relationship between
Oh.
Dave Seville and the chipmunks.
Oh my god. I get it now. Yes. I get it now.
Yes.
I've been really selfish.
In a way, we've all been selfish,
Yeah,
but we can be unselfish.
we can. We can't. How? Wait, how? Help me. Help me with that. What can I do to better myself?
Live in the outdoors, like everyone else is doing now. Well, I'm doing it.
I mean,
And-
I have the land,
You have the land.
and she's a good woman.
Yeah.
Could you show me how to hear the song of nature?
Oh,
Could you
like.
give me David Seville?
All right. Well, I only bring this out for special occasions, but I have a Walkman.
Oh my god, that's like halfway between
It's a
Like-
compromise
nature
between
and
modern technology and nature. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god, you're like visual metaphor. Holy shit.
Thank you. Here, take it.
Whoa. I haven't
And
held one of these.
The headphones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Big chunky buttons and everything. Yeah. So what do I do? I just you want me to play what you have on here?
You might want to fast forward a little bit, like because I don't have it lined up right. I think I have it like a little before. So like, just okay. Stop right there. Right there.
Yeah, but
got-
while that's playing, it's some John Cicada. Yeah,
Where the hell is my chipmunks?
I don't know. It's John Cicada. It's good.
Yeah. Does it make you feel one with nature?
I guess I don't hate cicadas so much.
All right, that's a start. Let's start one species down, the rest to go. Yeah.
What about like mammals? I mean, do you have any kind of mammal music? She like cows.
I'm just trying to. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know who would take my chipmunks tape, and I'm a little frustrated.
Oh, that's a bummer. You didn't have a copy?
No, I didn't. I did not. I didn't think to back up the cassette tape that I use in my Walkman.
Hey, what if you and I tap into the
Yeah,
chipmunkness of the moment?
yeah. The chipmunkness of the somebody stole my tape. The chipmunkness of the moment. Sorry, I'm
I'm
a little-
sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You know, you have tapes of things that really, and then someone takes them, and
Yeah, little one note there.
Hmm?
You're a little one note. You're getting very flat. Alvin! Oh my God! I'm sorry. I tapped into my David Seville.
Huh.
Felt good. I'm sorry about your tape.
Screw nature. Screw humanity. Screw it all.
Wow.
Sorry, that was intense. That was a little much. That was just, I haven't lost a tape in a while, and it's.
Hey, let's go find your tape or make you a new one. Okay.
Do you know how much is out here? Do you know how much is out in the nature? You know how much is out here? Almost nothing. Almost no things whatsoever.
Maybe I should just get a new girlfriend. Maybe we both need to just go someplace else. I feel like we're just trying to convince each other at this point that we should both be part of this whole new agey, naturey bullshit movement.
I thought I was. I am.
I think you were right. You were right, but you were wrong about how you were right. David Seville wasn't about the teaching the animals to sing. David Seville was picking out the one that was pissing him off and yelling at it till it toed the line.
And then the rest of Dave Seville was very calm. Huh.
Yeah.
Let me listen. Let me listen on that. Let me listen to that cicada.
Here you go.
What cicada? Let me...
Or is it cicada? I never fucking...
Scene. Which one is it?
Which one is what?
Cicada or cicada?
Cicada. I say
you-
cicada.
Are you sure?
You say cicada. I say tomato.
You say tomato.
Oh, the whole thing off.
Cicada, tomato. You called the whole thing off.
You got
think it's
17 years to think about it.
Now what happens?
Well, I think we're just going to do a few more of these, aren't we?
I'm wondering about the numbers. Okay, here's 2 more numbers. Shuffle, shuffle.
Those numbers are just messing you up there. No, that was an upside down. That was an upside down 6.
6. Well, they both see it. I have 2 that look sort of the same. I don't know which is which.
Well, you should look at them because I can't tell either.
One is a 2 and one is a 6.
2 and 6. That's you and Maria.
Joni, you're not gonna believe what happened. I mean, I don't know if you'll think it's such a big deal, but you know how I love like 80s music and
Of course.
retro stuff, you know? So I went camping this weekend, and at the campsite, I found this cassette tape. I haven't seen one of these in like years.
What do you mean you
right?
found it?
It was just like I was setting up the tent, and it's like somebody left one, but who even listens to cassette tapes anymore?
I know, and it was okay. Like,
Well, I haven't played it yet. I was wondering if you still had your tape player.
yeah, hang on. It's right here in my drawer.
Awesome. What do you think is going to be on this?
I'm guessing nothing. I'm guessing it's like
These-
you just found it and it's old. Maybe it doesn't even work anymore.
All right, well, I'm going to check it out. You ready?
Maybe it's like a declaration of love or something. It's probably just like a mixtape.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Play.
I still want a hula hoop. We've been
hardly stand.
Okay. Is that the
What is it?
Chipmunks Christmas song?
It sounds a little like the Chipmunks. Play it again. Or is it just, is there more?
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
You're a little flat, Alvin.
Oh.
You're a little flat.
Oh,
It is. It's the
Alvin! Okay.
huh. That is so weird. Why would somebody bring that camping?
Chipmunks and leave it behind.
Well,
You know what? I had a boyfriend at camp, like camp, like summer camp, not just like camping. And we were so in love. And then when we went back home, he would send me these mixtapes. And on one side, there would be like all the music that he would listen to. But then when I would flip it over, there would be like a love letter to me, like narrated. So maybe if we
Wow.
fast forward and flip over the tape,
Oh,
like a message.
yeah. Let's check it out. Here, I'll just fast forward. Okay, I'm flipping it. All right, let's see what's on this side. Play.
No one suspects my true motives. The animals have been lulled into a false sense of security. The taxidermy materials have been set aside, and when the singing is over, then the real treat will begin, and my true love will be given a new stuffed trio of tiny sweated beasts.
What?
A trio of tiny stuffed beasts?
Did
Is
he
he gonna
say
murder the chipmunks?
He said stuffed beast. Oh, don't. He meant a specific trio. Well, that makes sense. What do we do? Like, is there a weird psychopathic chipmunk stuffer on the loose?
Well, when you brought the tape back, I assumed that like it was old, but it seems like it's fresh. I mean, if it had been sitting at the campgrounds forever, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Sarah, do you think we should like look up and see if there's like we should stop a murder?
Yeah. I mean, that's what, if you know about a murder, you have to try to stop it, right?
Okay, well, I mean,
Even
I
it's
think
just
if
a
we go,
chipmunk.
even though we're here in the sheriff's office, I think if we go to him, he's just going to call us crazy. So should I just like log into this system secretly? And
Yes.
that was your
No.
plan. You knew what was on this tape, didn't you? You've just been
No.
drawing me along, hoping that I would say that.
No.
Yes. Look at your face. That's your lying face. You set me up. You made me think that I was the smart one walking you through the tape when
Okay,
you knew
but-
exactly what was on that tape, and you want me to break into my boss's
Joni, just do it.
computer
Come on.
to
You
look
know
up
you want to do
what
it.
to do.
You know, you just go search for chipmunk murder, tri-state area.
You told me the truth. You didn't have to manipulate me.
Sorry. I mean, it was kind of funny though, right?
For a minute, I felt really smart.
You are really smart. I see how you're going to use those. Oh,
There are 3 missing chipmunks. Look.
oh my God. And that's not far from that campground
No.
that they went missing.
Oh my God, do you think we're too late?
I hope not. Should we drive up there? Like, what would we look for? I don't.
Sheriff Bernstein is like really, really not into the animal cases. I think we need to
know.
go ourselves.
So, I mean, what do we know, right? We know it's near the campground. This dude is like crazy.
We
right?
have a confession right there on tape.
We have the confession.
Why would he do that?
And we know it's somebody who uses cassettes. Just thinking if we can use these clues to find him.
No,
No?
it's not possible.
You don't think we can find him?
No, I have an idea of who it might be, but it would just be too.
Oh. Oh God, who? Oh God, who?
There is only one person who uses cassettes that I know of that still uses cassettes, which is why I have the player in my drawer.
Is it the sheriff?
Who else uses cassettes?
God, you're right.
We're
Day.
going
Animals.
Oh
We'll have to wait to find out. Scene.
Well, we have number 5
Number 5.
and number 1.
And number 1.
I think that's correct. Yes.
Oh, I'm number 1. All right.
Is number 5? Is that right? Is that the 4th, or
I keep coming up. I mean,
is it number 4?
I think
Did
it might.
you done I think number 5 is done at 2 scenes. Has
it
number
might be
4
more
done 2?
fair for it to be 4.
No, I'm not sure. Has number 4 done 2 scenes?
No.
Yes, I think it's number 4
Yeah.
and
Here we
number
go.
1. Here we go.
Only one scene and no side of the cube. Are you trying to tell me something?
What kind of a question is that?
That's an honest question, Michael.
Look I wore a black shirt because I knew you were going to wear a black shirt. Wasn't that enough for you?
I don't know. It's been so long since we saw one another, I don't know what's up anymore.
All right. Some things never change. Some things never change. You know what? You don't care.
It comforts me.
Yeah, it comforts you. Do you know how much that rattles?
Fine.
Do you remember earlier? We used to do things. We used to do things, camping and we tried that line dancing class. Do you remember that? Do you remember the
Rattling never bothered you then.
What never bothered me?
Rattling.
Well, it was different.
I can't even speak with these things on my tongue.
No, nobody can speak with those things on their tongue. Those fried.
Almost out of this delicious...
God, no, it's not a Faygo.
I don't want to go shopping.
George, get a grip.
I can't. I can't. I'm freaking out.
George.
You know, there's only one thing. You gotta do it. Oh! I've come back to my senses now.
Good. Now, are you ready to listen to me?
Yes.
I got a call.
Call?
Yes, I got a call from Schenectady County.
What did they want?
It was a little bit garbled and it was a little bit strange. It was something about taxidermy and crime and their sheriff.
Well, I ordered those books from the library.
What books?
Books on taxidermy and crime and sheriffs.
You ordered books from the library on taxidermy and on crime and on sheriffs, or books on taxidermy, crime, and sheriffs? Are there books written about taxidermy, crime, and sheriffs and the relationship thereof?
You have to understand, I've ordered a bunch of books. Some of them are on taxidermy, some of them are on crime, some of them are on sheriffs, some of them are on crime and sheriffs, some of them are on taxidermy and crime, and some of them are on taxidermy and sheriffs, but there is no book about taxidermy, crime, and sheriffs.
I think a sheriff involved in taxidermy is a crime.
Exactly.
I miss you, George.
I miss you too.
I miss you terribly.
All I do is have these Zoom conferences with you and get your video slaps. They're not the same as the real thing. And watch the bird feeder. Those rotten chipmunks eating my bird feed. Meant for the birds.
Many people assume that chipmunks hibernate, George.
They're wrong. They never sleep. They never rest. They're always out to get you with their little Chippendale ways. They're always out to try and confuse you, to turn their friends against you. And then when you go to eat, the chipmunks in that person's head think you rattle, and you...
It was you, wasn't it, George?
I deserved that.
It was you, wasn't it, George?
I did it for you, Damien.
Oh, for God's sakes, don't claim you did that for me, you disgusting excuse for a human being, you fried noodle-consuming, rattle-producing chip murderer!
Just for you. Watch. I did it for you.
George, there are some...
I felt you slipping away. I couldn't have that. So I knew there would be only one thing that would bring us together. A thing that involved, say it with me. Say it with me. Murder and taxidermy.
Jeremy and chipmunks. Stop it. You cast all sorts of doubt about the sheriff of Schenectady County.
He was easy to frame. Easy, I tell you.
No, he's a total lout. He has no self-discipline. He's totally, of course.
Even sprayed strange mothball-like fumes in his car so that when he sat down, he'd smell like a taxidermist.
Taxidermists smell like mothballs.
Exactly.
How do you know what taxidermists normally smell like? I understand. You took up taxidermy. I understand that you engaged.
Did some of my research. I mean, it wasn't just like I got just the books from the library. That was a little follow-up stuff just to confirm. Well, it was a little late, but I thought I'd set my conscience at ease.
You know, Bob's Bait Shop and taxidermy always smelled like a combination of earthworms and mothballs.
And cicadas.
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 Cicada.
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Cicada. Oh!
And scene.
Da 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 da.
I think everyone should come back.
Yeah.
Mystery is solved.
Hey!
To 9.
Come on, here we are. Here we are. We found out what really happened.
It wasn't the sheriff after all.
No.
I love the exposition at the end of mystery movies, especially bad ones. It was easy. Easy, I tell you.
It's easy to frame.
Everyone.
No one could find out.
Oh, and I found the rogue number 4. It was on my chair.
Yes.
What happens? Okay, cop it. You know what? Before the next time we do 2x2x2, I'm going to make you new number cards.
Thank you, because I'm running out of Post-its.
Why don't you just grab the old? Why don't you grab the old? What do you call it? Numbers from the thing?
Tiles.
This was a cube of Post-its at the beginning of COVID, about this high, and I'm slowly dwindling down. I'm going to have to order more Post-its.
So there's a dead tree with our comedy on it.
No, do not order post. There are so many Post-its in the theater. Do not order Post-its. I'll bring some home. Does anybody else need some Post-its? I can mail them to you.
I've
Sam,
Post-its.
Post-its.
Except for Post-its.
Taking Post-it orders.
I steal from the supply closet whenever I'm up at Mopco anyway.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
And
Jeff-
like some Post-its.
yeah. Well, this brings us pretty close to the end.
Speaking of stuff,
This brings us pretty close to the end, all right. Yes, it does. I'm pretty close to the end of my rope. I used to ask when we were doing these shows what we learned Do you realize how many of these shows? I haven't counted, but I was realizing last night we've done a lot of these Zoom shows now. This has been going on for a long time.
How
Yeah. So I used to ask what we had learned during the show. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I think tonight was a night full of learning. So I'd love to hear what we learned from tonight.
Yeah.
I learned that taxidermists smell like mothballs.
Oh,
Learned that I'm not the only person who ever thinks about John Cicada.
I learned that the verbal version of a keyword search on Amazon Books will find me books about taxidermy and sheriffs and crime, but not about taxidermy, sheriffs, and crime, but taxidermy and crime and sheriffs and taxidermy, but not taxidermy, sheriffs, and crime.
I'm going to write a book about taxidermy, sheriffs, and crime, by God. There's clearly a niche that needs filling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
share
sure there's at least one case involving sheriff's taxidermy and crime.
I think that was a Cher song, right?
Yeah, it was the B-side of Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, but I don't want you to play.
There was an episode of that Jessica Fletcher mystery show, A Taxidermy, she wrote. And she was a
Taxidermy.
taxidermy. Whenever they found anyone like this.
Has there been a murder?
Weird that's how every show started. But
Smell mothballs.
It was awkward the way they all started that way.
yeah.
Yeah. Any other big learning from the evening before we say goodnight to our thousands and thousands of devoted fans and
I
followers?
learned that it always rains when Roger goes camping.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I've learned that chipmunk homicides always happen in threes.
I learned that it was easy. Easy.
Famous shit.
No one could possibly suspect.
And I learned you could always flip over the cassette. See what's on the other side.
Do you know I had forgotten that?
What had you forgotten? That you could flip over a cassette?
Yeah, that there were two sides to cassettes, and you remember how sometimes they would bleed through a little bit. You'd get a little bit of the other side playing, like kind of like number nine.
Yeah.
I learned that confessions on B-sides of cassettes are always in really, really bad German accents.
Faux Eastern European German evil doctor accents. Yes.
And what have the Germans ever done to us?
Will.
We haven't done to ourselves.
Elves.
Hey, thank you, Bavaria, for the Glockenspiel. We love it.
Yes.
And cuckoo clock, which I think should become our national mechanism now.
I think it already is.
Yeah. So it's that time again.
Also, I learned that there's a cat in Walt's background that has licked a hole in itself.
Our audience missed that particular event.
Our audience missed that one.
Yeah, that was pre-show. That's okay. They have a graphic image to think about now.
Its head actually went through itself into another dimension.
Yes.
Lovely.
Well then, friends. Peter, by the way, any magic cards around?
Yeah.
I almost forgot.
Nice move, Michael. You distracted him from the chips. Well
Yes,
done.
I did. I almost forgot.
Not that one.
That's okay. I'll go with it. Oh, yes, and this card has a Mopco gift card on the other. No, it's these 8 of hearts. Oh, for Christ's sakes. You had the 8 of hearts before.
You had the suit, right?
What was that about a Mopco? What?
The Mopco.
You mean the Mopco gift card?
Oh, hey, he takes it really well. That's right. You can purchase those online at mopco.org, and they're good for classes or when the theater reopens. You can come see a show. You can buy it and give it to a friend. You don't have to lose it and wonder it was stuck to the refrigerator for 6 months. Why can't we find it? Because it's digital. See, so it's a thing that you will always have in your digital life until you spend it using it for wonderful experiences that will enrich you and your whole family. There are classes starting. We have a class starting Monday. We have classes starting in January, going into February. It's a wonderful thing. You can find all about it at mopco.org or at our Eventbrite page or on Facebook/Mopco. And that's the truth.
I love it, but I still want a hula hoop.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Uh-oh, where's
That's
the mouse?
so
Where's the
good.
mouse? Good
There's
night.
the mouse.
Sorry, I just thought it was